Welcome back to the Morning Blend. If you have kids out of school for the summer, be on the lookout for these beautiful vans. Colorful. They are not just your ordinary van, though. They are pop-up art studios, and soon they will be making an appearance at a park or playground near you.
Joining us now are Dan Velasquez and Becky Johnson with Artists Working in Education, or AWE, which is AWE, to explain how it works. You guys say AWE or AWE?
We say AWE mostly, but we do hear AWE a lot of places.
Yeah, so either way that you say it is right, I guess.
Sure. You come into a playground in that van, you're going to be shock and awe.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
I love what you do. And it's free for kids.
Yes, yes. The whole program's free. We run it all summer long. It's a drop-in, drop-out program. So you just come in and make art with us for 3 whole hours and don't have to worry about paying anything. So
it's great.
That's pretty cool. So how does it all work? Where do you decide, how do you decide where to go throughout the city, and how can it be free for you guys to do this for kids?
We are donor funded and grant funded, so it's a nonprofit organization. We pick places that are going to have kids at it, and they're going to have kids who most likely aren't getting the art education that they normally would get in schools or on their own. So we focus on MPS rec sites, Hunger Task Force sites where there are free meals, and places where kids are. So we meet the kids where they are.
And I want to talk about the types of projects you do, because we're actually going to demonstrate a really cool one here in just a second. But just really quick, how does it work? So do you set up for a week where you're in one park or playground, for example, and then kids come and each day they have an opportunity to do something different? Or is it one day, or how does it work?
Sure. We set up at a park for a whole week. We go out each day from noon to 3, and we usually plan about 3 full super involved projects each day, and they usually revolve some sort of a theme. So they're going to get different projects each day. They're not going to overlap and be like, oh, I already did this before. It's going to be brand new for them. So that's kind of how we pace ourselves throughout each week at the parks.
And the whole point is education, pairing it with a book as well. You do a lot of that. Why do you think it's important to incorporate art with education or within using books for the summer?
Sure.
Over the summer, there's something that happens called the summer slide, where kids lose 3 months of learning that they missed out on because they weren't in school. The way to combat that is 6 books. That's the magic number. If the kids read 6 books, then they're not going to have that summer slide issue. So we try to incorporate narratives, so we'll read a book to the kids. We have books out to show them, so we have nonfiction texts as well. So we kind of bombard them with books.
Are these 3 of the books that inspired the project we're going to be doing today?
Yeah. So one of our themes that we'll be doing in the parks is Space Day. So there's 3 different projects revolving around space. Again, involving narratives. So The Boy Who Cried Alien is a little more
The Boy Who Cried Alien. I love that.
So then we also bring in other more nonfiction science-based books to get kids involved and engaged in other subjects too.
All right, let's go. I want to make this.
Sure.
All right, what are we doing?
Sure. So this is our classic Spacescape project where we teach them kind of about landscapes and this idea of middle ground, foreground, background.
Cool.
So what we're going to do
Here's some examples. I'm going to hold this one up. Yeah, because this is really cool.
Yeah, these are just some kid examples that were done in the parks over the past couple weeks this year. It's been taken off. They like getting messy a little bit. So it's a pretty nice thing that you can do even at home.
Yeah.
So what you'll do is just grab any color of the chalk pastels.
Okay, just one.
Yeah, you can start with one,
okay.
And then we'll layer a couple more. I will grab green.
Does it matter if you start with light or dark? No?
It doesn't really matter.
No, what am I doing?
So you're going to hold it like you're pinching it, if you're pinching a sibling. I still do. And you're just going to kind of push it and drag it across the entire page.
Oops.
And filling it up with color.
Okay.
As soon as you are happy with it.
Careful.
She's just excited.
Got a little too, yeah, exactly.
Then you can switch out and grab a new color. A lot of the kids like to jump in and usually blend in a couple, 2 or 3.
Of course.
Or all of them.
Yes, and they get a nice, wonderful rainbow of colors.
Oh, this is dark.
Oh, mine looks kind of like fire.
Ooh, Molly.
I am doing a really good job with this.
It is beautiful.
This is cool. I like this. Okay.
Art making builds confidence.
See? Getting a big head from this art project.
So once you're done and you're pretty happy with this, what we do is we teach them about landscapes. So again, talking about the foreground, middle ground, and background.
Okay.
So we tell them we're going to create 3 strips from this piece of paper.
Okay.
What you're going to do is just grab another color, something that's usually darker than what you made.
Okay.
And you're just going to create lines that go from across the paper. You're going to make 2.
Okay.
One that's closer to the bottom, And usually the kids like to go really wild with bumps and zigzag lines because our world and everything really isn't that flat.
Okay.
Looks like a heart rate monitor.
Right.
Okay.
So once you have those 2 lines done, then we'll cut them out with some scissors, which are over there.
Okay.
We can grab a couple pairs.
We got you the big kid scissors.
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
You guys have a lot of confidence in us.
We try. We
Thank you.
try. So then we just follow that line and cut it up.
Oh, I should have made it so jagged.
Kind of
but
running
it'll
out
add
of
to the
time, so we got to
rockiness.
kind of
Oh,
speed
sure.
it up just a little.
Sure.
Okay. So how do kids find out about you guys? How do they know, like, hey, do they just happen upon you, or do they actually seek you out and find you?
A lot of people are seeking us out now. We've been in the parks for 17 years now.
Whoa.
That's a long time. I didn't realize
people
that.
know we're coming. The week before we're at a park, the artists and interns go out flyering. So we distribute flyers. We go door to door. We talk to anyone who will listen.
Oh, look how much fun they're having.
And we,
cute.
tell them about our program. And there are flyers up. Our website has our full schedule on it too.
Totally cool.
Okay.
And some kids just happen to be in the park and then they show up to make some art.
All right.
And then now we're just going to start our layering from reverse. Just put down your background, your middle ground and foreground, and then we would glue those down.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll just hold this up. I didn't glue it yet, but
Sure.
what do you
Teaches
think?
you perspective. I like
right.
it.
Do you like it?
I love it. It's
Thank
beautiful.
you. Thank you.
you,
That's
guys.
super fun. Then
Yeah.
kids get to take the project home.
Yeah, everything they make in the parks, they get to take away right away. We don't hold on to them. We might snap a couple pictures of them and everything, but they get to take everything right away.
So cool. Okay, good job, Tiff. That looks good too. All right, so coming up the week of July 13th, it'll run Monday through Friday, again from from noon until 3 o'clock at Wall Park. You'll also be at
Say
Majewski Playground, Walker Square, and Columbia Playground. So if your kids, your grandkids live anywhere close to that, make sure they hit the AWE van because they're coming to a place near you. And you can call the phone number or check their website to find out all the different places. And you go
Right.
through the end of the summer?
Yeah.
Or
Yep.
through August 7th.
Yeah, August 7th is
That's
our last day.
fantastic. Good stuff, you guys. Thank you so
guys.
much
Oh,
for being
there's
here.
mine.
That looks good, Tiff. I like the colors in that. That's really
you.
neat. All right.